Hi guys, it's Gav here from dartsplanet.tv. I hope that you're all really well, and as you can see today, I have got Ryan Joyce with me, Relentless. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate.
Yeah, not at the tour at the moment, so obviously not feeling too sharp, but thank you for coming on and doing the interview. I really appreciate it. I know how busy you guys are.
Oh, it's all right.
So we'll get straight into the questions that we've got here for you. So what age did you first start playing darts, Ryan, and who got you into it?
I think I was about 22, 21, maybe.
Yeah, and who got you into
Uh,
it? Was it so? Also, you was quite late. You weren't playing sort of like 14, 15 at school or nothing.
No, nothing like that. I worked in a pub and they had a darts team, so I thought I'd have a go.
Blimey! And look where you are now, right up to like world ranked number 35, I believe.
Yeah.
God, was it one of the games that you just sort of like was naturally good at, or are you a big practicer of the game? Did you just pick them up and could play?
I could play a little bit, but I had to practice hard for a lot of years to get good at it.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly reaping its rewards now. Who are your best mates on the tour? I'm going to guess probably Chris Dobie's up there.
Yeah, Chris and Adam from the Northeast, I always sit with them.
First time I met you, I don't know if you remember, it was at the Ali Pally at the PDC a few years ago. We was chatting. I think I was up there with Devon Peterson as his guest at the time, and I was chatting to you and Chris up there that night. And I think you drew. Was it? I think we had Anastasia in the first round, and you went right on. Was it to the quarterfinals that year or something, wasn't it? In your
Yeah,
debut.
yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. So fantastic. So obviously you've recently signed with Mission Darts, huge growing brand in the world. How's your sponsorship been, and how's it all going with them?
Oh, it's been good. Yeah, it's been really positive. They've made us a really nice set of darts that I've been using this year, so uh, I feel like um, I feel like they're going really well.
Is it did it come as a surprise? Was you looking to change sponsor, or did it just the opportunity come along? Because obviously Mission really in the last few years have come from literally nowhere to signing quality players like yourself and many others, haven't they?
Yeah, it wasn't something I had planned. It was just they made us an offer, and I thought I'm going to give it a go. See what it's like.
Too good to refuse. They are absolutely brilliant. I love everything about them. Their new launch of darts was absolutely incredible. Let's actually just go on to your darts here. As you can see now, Ryan is there, the new darts himself. Somebody asked me a question. What are the mechanics behind your new darts? Are they a copy of your bit of bully ones, or are they something totally different? Obviously, the colours and that are absolutely incredible. We were lucky enough to review them. Maybe talk a little bit about them.
Well, the sort of shape that they are and the weight is pretty much the same, but there's a lot of differences as well. I think the where the balance of the weight is in the darts has been adjusted slightly to suit my throw better. The grip's slightly different as well. They've got a different finish on, which makes them a little bit more, have a little bit extra grip.
They're just stunning. So, do you guys have a lot of input when you're working with these manufacturers for the darts, or do you just give them a concept and they sort of run away with it, or do you have like loads of prototypes to get them exactly as you want?
Yeah, I had a meeting and we sat down and discussed exactly what sort of dart I'd want them to make for us, and we went through it all. And this is pretty much the first prototype they come up with, and it was spot on straight away, really.
Yeah, it is. They are absolutely stunning. Obviously, we were lucky enough to review them here. You've probably seen the review that Mr. Adam Southpaw done. We're very, very lucky to get to try all the darts and different things. I've obviously got a set here. I'm going to tell you some details at the end for you guys that are watching the video with a chance, because it's a signed set of Ryan Joyce darts up for grabs, courtesy of Mission. Tell us a little bit about the Tetris theme, Ryan. How did that all come about?
Well, I'm a big fan of all retro gaming,
Yeah.
the 80s and 90s. So I've got a big collection of old computer games, things like that.
On the
And
old Nintendo and that. They were brilliant,
yeah,
weren't they?
Yeah, so I wanted a theme for my shirts that was a bit like nice and colourful and something a bit different, and just went with that really because it's quite recognisable sort of theme and game for all over the world, isn't it?
It's just I even love playing Tetris now. I've got I had the PlayStation and that, and I've obviously got the others, but they bring a lot of these games out, like 80 in 1, where you can go back to all the old games, and then like the Street Fighters and Tetris and there's so many great games in the 80s. When it's Sonic the Hedgehog, there was loads of them, weren't there?
Yeah, there really was. Yeah, I used to play on them all as a youngster. So
What is your favourite? Is
as
it
an
Tetris?
adult now, I collect them. Sorry.
What is your favourite one, Ryan? What some of your favourite ones that you like? Did you play that Alex the Kid or whatever it was? Was it Alex the?
Yeah, I've played that. Yeah, I've got that. I like the popular games like Super Mario, Sonic
Yeah.
the Hedgehog, things like that. Yeah, all those.
I
Yeah,
used.
Mortal Kombat, all those iconic games. I like to have them. Not just the games as well. Collect merchandise as well,
Oh
like
dear.
yeah, little toys, things like that. Anything that's related to retro gaming, and I put it all in my practice room.
Dear, that's interesting. So, are you into gaming? Obviously, you said about the 80s game. Are you into gaming in general? Like now with the Xboxes and stuff like that, or is it just purely retro stuff?
Yeah, not so much. Not so much with the modern games. I don't really have a lot of time to sit and play computer games, so I'm not really a big gamer
No.
of new games anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely. I must actually. I might even after this go and dig it out. I haven't played them for ages. I love going back to all the Outrun. I used to like as well, the car game and the motocross ones. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks for that. What is your proudest moment in darts to date?
Probably just getting through Q school at the first attempt. I think looking back, that's a moment that sort of changed my whole life, really. I don't know what I would be doing now if I wasn't playing darts.
Really
I'm not
well.
really much good at anything else.
I'm sure you are, Ryan. We've all got. Well, you've obviously got an amazing talent, but I think we're all good at something. It's just, I'm jack of all trades, certainly master of none. I'm still. At least you've found something that you are like world class at. I'm sure I'll never find what I'm very good at. I just try a bit of everything, really. So
Yeah.
how talking of Q school, how difficult is it for people that don't know much about it? Because there is so many world class players that go there that just don't get through. The draws. It all depends who you get on the days, doesn't it? And how many points you
Yeah.
get. How long and how tough is it?
But it seems like it's tougher now than when I got through. I can only speak about the Q school that I attended, and it was only 4 days long then. It wasn't split into two parts like it is now. When I went, it was really tough to get through. I remember um, I was playing really well on the last day, and I remember I lost to Nathan Aspinall in the end. So you can imagine the sort of quality of players that was there when I was there.
Yeah,
Uh,
incredible. It's
I can remember, yeah. I think the key match to win was I think I won 5-4 in the last leg to decide against Andy Bolton as well. What
blimey.
was the game that got us through? I played the likes of Colin Reds. I, I could go back through and read out all the names of the players I played. They're all like fantastic players now.
Well,
It
just
was
saying
really,
that, like Callan Ritz is on the march as well, isn't he? He's up. He's Newcastle as well, isn't he?
yeah, he is. Yeah, he comes from Bedlington, just outside of Newcastle.
Are you
He's obviously a fantastic young talent.
are you quite friendly with Callan as well, then,
Oh,
or
yeah, yeah, yeah. Good friends with Colin.
so do you guys all practice together then, Ryan?
I wouldn't say we practice together, but we do attend local tournaments and things like that. We're playing. local super leagues and things to get the match practice in.
Yeah.
And
That's it.
obviously, we like to beat each other when we play each other.
Yeah, definitely. It's
Yeah.
definitely Callan obviously had that huge, he's come on leaps and bounds from like he sort of stormed onto the scene from nowhere. I think the strength and depth of these players coming through now, like Keane Barry and these youngsters coming through. And Luke Littler, he looks absolutely mint, doesn't he? Some of these players are absolutely incredible. They got no fear at all. But, for you to be currently, ranked where you are is because you really need like the pressure must be very difficult to keep in that sort of, especially the top sort of, 64. But you're like on the verge of the top 32. What is the highest you've been ranked out of interest, or is this the highest? No, you've been a bit higher than this before, haven't you?
I'm not sure exactly. Probably 34 or something like that.
Yeah,
Pretty close to being the highest I've been right now.
playing some absolute incredible darts. Another one for you. Are you a player that gets nervous before you go on TV for a big tournament, or do you just go with the flow, have a few beers and enjoy it, or do you have no beers at all?
Yeah, I do have a few. Yeah, not very many though. I like to be I like to be able to feel as though I'm 100% focused, and I'm not. You don't want to have too many beers because it spoils your ability to really focus under pressure.
Yeah. So just
And
enough to
I
steady
don't
you.
get nervous. No.
Really, I just wouldn't be able to. I know I wouldn't be able to do it. If I knew I was going on telly, I get nervous. Right, we play leagues with the Darts Planet TV app. I'm okay in practice. I'm not great. I'm okay. As soon as I'm even in my lounge and the camera goes on and I'm throwing at a board, my arm actually shakes, and I'm literally 26. There's something in my head that just the minute it's game on, I fall to bits. So God knows what it must be like for you guys. Knowing there's how many million watching these tournaments? I don't know how you do it.
I think what makes people most nervous is the fear of failure.
Yeah.
If you don't fear losing, you don't fear failure, then you don't get nervous.
So you get in that mindset before you go on. Because you've had some big wins on TV, and I would imagine looking at you, you are, you get some people that, not disrespecting, don't like or don't do as well on TV. Like Ian White hasn't always done his full potential on TV, whereas I would imagine you are a TV love for TV, don't you?
Well, I haven't got a brilliant record on the TV. It's probably less than 50%, but that's pretty much because when you're on the TV stage, you're playing the very best players in the world most of the time.
But then you've had
And they're really tough games. You can only just try your best and see how it goes.
Yeah, but then if you think about it, in the Worlds and that, like your record, you've been to like, have you not been to the quarterfinals twice in the Worlds?
No, I've been to only one quarterfinal.
One quarterfinal, have you?
Yeah.
That was absolutely. Was that your debut one as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Okay, next I want to know, what are your aims for the rest of this season? Where do you want to be?
I haven't really got any aims for the season. I just try and take just one game at a time and just try my best for each one of those games.
Yeah.
I think to think too far ahead is silly in darts at the highest level, because you could go one day and play absolutely fantastic darts but still lose, and then you haven't really done a lot wrong, but you don't get any prize money, And on the other side of it, you can play badly and still win sometimes because your opponent plays even worse. It's just you've just got to put the hard work in, prepare well, and give yourself the best chance of being able to perform your best each day.
And how much of the game would you say is mental, Ryan? Is it as much as like 50%, like 50% ability, or 80% ability, 20? What would you say from your perspective?
That's definitely important. I think to have the right mindset, the right mentality. But there's no substitute for actually being able to throw the darts where you're aiming them.
No, exactly.
Yeah, probably 50-50. It goes hand in hand, doesn't it?
It certainly does. It does. I'm just going to do a few quick fire questions for you now. We'll just quickly go through them. What is your favourite movie?
Probably Goodfellas, something
Oh,
like that.
I love it.
Or a
Love
Godfather.
Goodfellas. Yeah, what
Yeah.
a movie. They're absolutely brilliant. That and Casino are awesome, aren't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Favourite music?
I like all different kinds of music. I'm very eclectic when it comes to musical tastes. I'd probably go for something like a collection of 60s hits, something like that.
Yeah, lovely.
I could sit and listen to that all day, probably.
Yeah, lovely. Nice to chill out to. Favourite food?
Probably kebabs. I like kebabs.
So do I kebab. I'm back at the gym now. I'm trying to get back into shape, but I absolutely love a kebab. Favourite sport
Yeah.
excluding darts?
Um, uh, I'll go with football because I probably spend the most time in my life playing and watching football than any other sport.
Big Newcastle fan, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you go to the games?
I've been to a few. Chris Dobie has got a couple of season tickets, and sometimes he lets me come along and watch some of the games.
Oh, I'd love to go there one day. Absolutely love it. The buzz and obviously you've got a really decent manager now, Eddie Howe's in there now, and he's done wonders, hasn't he?
Doing great, yeah, it's fantastic.
Richest club in the world as well, isn't you?
Yeah.
Uh, who is your idol, Ryan?
Idle and darts,
Yeah,
probably Phil Taylor.
Phil Taylor in darts. And what about overall? Anybody?
I've got like different favourites in each sport. I like Ronnie O'Sullivan in the snooker. I love watching him play. In cricket, it was Shane Warne,
Yeah,
obviously.
very
He sadly
sad.
passed away. Yeah, just like different sporting icons that I always looked up to growing up. Yeah, over different sports.
Yeah, it's there's so many great sort of. I'm a massive snooker fan as well. It's great to see Roddy win again. Man, that final was absolutely epic.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed watching it. Yeah,
Just before we go, did you see the? Did you watch the Premier League the other night when with Cullen and that?
I seen I seen one game. I think it was Van Gerwen against Wales. I think I watched that one, and then I was busy after that. I missed the final.
Yeah. Do you watch a huge amount of darts? Because I've spoke to some dart players that really doesn't watch much darts, or I've even spoke to dart players and some have said they don't like. Robbie Green made me laugh. He says he don't even when I spoke, he doesn't even like darts. Do you know what I mean? He just happens to be good at it.
Yeah, I understand what he means. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of darts, but obviously, if one of my friends is playing, I like to watch, see how they get on.
Yeah.
But watching other professionals playing in a tournament that I haven't qualified for, it's not much fun for me.
No, it ain't, mate. I can imagine. I've just got one more question for you. It's from Charlie Gray. He wanted to know what is the best trophy you've ever won. Charlie Gray from Twitter, bless him.
My favourite trophy is it's like a lovely big glass trophy with a pool ball on the top. I won it for being the player of the season in the pool league in 2007.
Are you fairly handy at pool as well?
Well, I was good then. I don't play much now. Probably not much. Probably not very good anymore. But I was really good when I was young because I used to practice every day.
Yes, oh, absolutely.
But
What
it's,
do you
it's
do?
my favourite looking trophy.
Fantastic. There you go, Charlie. Thank you for that, Ryan. What do you do in your spare time, Ryan? Or do you not get much as a darts player?
Oh yeah, you get plenty spare time. You get plenty of time to do. I like a game of golf. If I've got a day off, I would go and have a round of golf. Obviously, I like to go out. I love going to markets and car boot sales, things like that, looking for unusual retro gaming things for my dart shed, things like that. I like to do things like that.
Didn't they do, just quickly on that, didn't they do a few years ago, I don't know if it was about 8 or 9 years ago, didn't they do a load of like the retro figures in the Kinder Egg surprises? I'm sure my kids were collecting them. Like the Bowsers and all that sort of stuff from the Mario Kart. I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
Did loads of them. If I find a load here, the kids won't want no, Ryan. I'll send them all to you. I'm sure they've got loads of bits like that lying about. They moved on
I'd
to.
like that. Go in my collection nicely.
Yeah, if I find them, because the kids won't want them. I'll tell you what I found the other day, actually. I was up in the loft. I don't know whether they're worth a few quid now, but I found a load of my Star Wars figures from, like, I'm 45, so we're going back when I was about, I don't know, probably about 12. So we're going back sort of 30 odd years ago. I've got all the Darth Vaders and the Skywalkers and all loads of them. And I wonder if they're worth a few quid, do you reckon?
No, probably, yeah. Check on eBay and see what they get
Let's have a
sold
look.
for.
Be nice, especially if I've got that like limited edition Darth Vader that's worth like mega money. That'd be ideal. Absolutely
Yeah,
love
you
that.
never know.
That'd be good. So, as I said at the start, I'm going to quickly show you now. These are Ryan's super awesome darts. For those of you that have not seen a review, they are on our website, app, and of course YouTube. Now, if you fancy a chance at winning these, I'm just going to quickly go over to this screen now. You will see that we have done a mission quiz. How well do you know mission? There is 10 questions on there. It's also on the app. The app's the easiest way to do it. Loads on there. I'm not going to give you any any tips on any of the questions, but at the end you get a chance to share this, and it tags Mission and Darts Corner and everybody in, and we're going to pick a winner for somebody on that. It's absolutely incredible. These are absolutely awesome darts. Ryan, thank you so much for your time. Like I said, I know you're not feeling great, mate. I wish you all the best. I'll never forget that you was one of the first players that I talked to when I met with Devon up there when we first started the channel. Always grateful. You and Chris spoke to me and everything. I wish you all the luck in the world. I'm sure you'll go on, break into that top 32. Really appreciate your time today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, mate.
No worries at all. So everybody else just watched this video. I hope that you've enjoyed it today. If you have, please like, subscribe. It makes a massive difference. And don't forget to turn your notifications on so you know when we're bringing you lots more videos. Once again, thanks to Ryan. Thanks to Mission, Darts Corner, everybody that support the channel. I'll see you all next time. Cheers, guys. Bye.